So let's begin, if we have the eyes closed or open, in placing a hand on the belly, and the other hand can just be resting wherever it's comfortable. And let's start with some deep breaths. The teachings of mindfulness show us that we can rewire the brain when we pay attention to things exactly as they are. However, when we start off, I like just giving us a little bit of a deeper breath just to help us have a little bit more to be aware of. So breathe in and allow the belly to expand fully out, with all of your concentration right now on the physical sensations just in the belly. So breathe in, let the belly expand out. Hold your breath for a very brief moment, and breathe out all the air in your body. You can open your mouth and just exhale with a very soft ha sound, and then hold the breath at the end of that. Breathe in again, allow the belly to expand back out, and then hold briefly, and then breathe out all the air once again. So try that a few times with full concentration on the belly rising and falling. You may notice the mind wanders, and each time the mind wanders, we just gently and lovingly bring our awareness back to the focal point. So I like to think of it like an anchor. So if a boat were floating around on top of an ocean or a lake, and the waves are bouncing it around, if we anchor it, it'll stay in the same place. So the anchor right now is simply the breath moving in and out the belly. Thoughts will move around, but we just come back and focus on that anchor, breathing in, breathing out. Now, I'd like you to bring your awareness to the breath in the nostrils. So we just shift the area of focus and just feeling the air as it passes directly in and out the nostrils. And another tip while you do this, soften the eyebrows, soften the forehead, soften the eyes. Sometimes we have a tendency to tense up the forehead when we're focusing on the breath in the nose. Just feeling the air moving in and out. And one more little piece that can help you focus. Breathe in deep enough so that you can hear your own breathing. So now you can pay attention to the direct sensation, the air through the nostrils, taking note which nostrils receiving the breath more, and also that additional aid of the sound of your breath. So breathe in nice and deeply. So it's almost like an ocean tide, feeling the breath moving in and the breath moving out like an ocean. And if you've ever sat in a relaxed way on the beach, you may notice that as the tide moves out, the sand relaxes back down. In the same way, with each exhalation, feel your whole body relaxing back down. You may be aware of areas of the body where there's discomfort. And if so, you can always imagine that you can breathe in and out to those areas of the body so that there's this light, this healing compassion to the breath. It has incredible power, this breath. We can direct it where we want. And here's where our individuality, our neurodiversity comes to play. Everyone here is going to be experiencing the breath in a different way. And you are all doing it perfectly for your needs, for your brain. So right now, I want you to find a way that you can stay as focused as possible on breathing in and breathing out, in a way that keeps your mind fully engaged. So yes, the tendency is to think of thoughts of the past or the future. See if you can keep the mind fully engaged. And that may be that gentle image of the ocean tide breathing in, and then as the tide moves out and the sand relaxes back down, feeling your whole body relaxing. Or you may feel one part of the body relaxing on each out-breath. Maybe the face relaxes. Or maybe that area where there's a little bit of discomfort relaxes. And again, if you do like image, you can always imagine breathing in through the feet, almost as though the whole body is this beautiful hollow vessel. And we can breathe all the way up through the body, out through the top of the head, and then breathing out so the body gets cleansed with our breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, not every image is going to work for everyone. And you may prefer just to stick with the direct physical sensations. All that we want is to have a clear anchor. Know what your anchor is, stay with it. And this is where we're rewiring the brain. Each moment. If you're someone who's had a practice for a period of time, you can fool around with where you direct the breath. You can breathe in through the heart. Again, of course, we're receiving oxygen through the nostrils, but you can imagine breathing in through the heart center. And as you exhale, you can imagine the entire body just expanding with the breath, and the breath fills the whole room with loving compassion. Breathing in through the heart, breathing out, and again, you will find the way that works best for you. One of my first teachers, Ram Dass, used to suggest breathing in through the heart and breathing out through the top of the head like a dolphin's blowhole. So you can experiment what works with you. So for the next 3 to 5 breaths, stay focused. And here's where we are rewiring the brain by being in the present moment. Gentle rhythm of breath. Stay focused on